This video is brought to you by the EA Game Changers Network. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome to a very long-awaited video on the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, we have FIFA 19 content here. I was lucky enough to be flown out to Germany over the past weekend, courtesy of EA Sports, to play and record FIFA 19 content. And you guys know, I'm going to be going in with a Manchester United career mode series. I managed to grind to get an entire season of this series, along with some rebuild content, ready for you guys across the 3 days. So I hope you are excited for this content. I will be double uploading every day until early access comes out, so make sure you are checking in on the channel at this time and in about 5 hours time, I believe, every day to see what we are posting. And also make sure that you scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. We will be posting FIFA 19 career mode content on the regular, but I really just want to play around with career mode this year, and this series specifically, see what we can do, see what's changed in career mode, see what hasn't changed, and really give ourselves a big review, give career mode a big review when we are done with the first season. But I'm going to come out and say it, gameplay this year is the best I think it has been in years. I have adapted, I've learned how to do the gameplay. Of course, I'm recording this commentary after playing through the entire season, after playing FIFA 19 in general for 3 days straight, and I've got to say, I am in love with the gameplay this year. It is definitely not going to be FIFA 18 2.0 in terms of the gameplay. In certain areas, yes, it hasn't changed at all, but the gameplay itself is revolutionary. It is absolutely insane. But anyways, with this Manchester United side, our goal is going to be to win as many trophies as possible. Of course, we want to eclipse our Manchester rivals, Man City, and get the Premier League title back there. We want to win the FA Cup, we want to win the Carabao Cup, but most importantly, we want to win the Champions League and see where we go in terms of that competition. Of course, the new licensing for FIFA 19 of the Champions League is going to be really exciting to play through. And also, I just want to see what I can do in terms of signings and sellings and seeing what we can do with this Manchester United side. So as you can see, a lot of transfer offers coming in here in the opening few weeks of the career mode series, but we're going to go ahead and try putting in a massive offer. One thing I always love to do at the start of career mode is see what you can get for big players. Lionel Messi has a release clause of £198 million at Barcelona, but we are going to go in for the 31-year-old centre forward here. Going to go in for a general transfer sum. Barcelona sticking to a £180 million transfer sum, which is not going to happen from our end. That is way too much money, because although I want to spend a lot of money on bringing in Messi potentially in this series, I want to make sure that we have the financial capabilities to sign more players throughout the season. Definitely a lot of more positions that we can improve on. But we did go with 120 million in that range. Barcelona thought about it. They have come back and declined it, and they're going to come at us again here. 180 million pounds, sticking to it. They're really being resilient here, Barcelona, but we need to push through. 140, they've finally budged a little bit. 173.5 million with a 5% sell-on clause. I really don't mind sell-on clauses because it's only going to be the one season, and I really don't think we're going to be selling Messi on in the January transfer window. But we push on here, 173.5 million. They stick to it. I have a little bit of a think about it, but I decided to go in again, try to bump it down, and try to really get the most bang for our buck, because we do have a massive transfer budget here at Manchester United. But I mean, we want to sign Lionel Messi. We need to sign him. It's going to be great to bring him into the club. We continue thinking about it. At this point, I was sitting here thinking, is it even worth continuing going in for Messi? We bump it down a little bit more to 140 million pounds to see what Barcelona say about that. We submit that offer with the 5% sell-on clause. Again, 173.5 million pounds. Not a good start in terms of our negotiating and all that good stuff to start off FIFA 19. We come back 150 million pounds, and Barcelona finally accept that offer. So we're going to get into contract talks with Lionel Messi And the biggest advice I can give you guys, I said it last season, I'm going to say it, or last FIFA, I'm going to say it this FIFA again, is to delegate your player offers. You save so much money. Very rarely you get them coming back asking for bonuses and all that. You only really have to pay the wages. So make sure, if you are strapped for cash especially, that you go in and do all of that. But here it is, lads. Probably the reason you've clicked on the video. We have signed Lionel Messi to Manchester United for £150 million. The new transfer cutscene. There it is. So excited to see what Messi can be like in game this FIFA. Will he live up to the price tag, or will he be very, very poor for us? I'm certainly hoping that he is going to live up to the price tag and really take us to Champions League glory. Also, lads, I just want to apologize if my voice does sound absolute crap. I have just gotten off a flight as we speak. I flew out to Germany to record this content, of course. I flew out from Sydney, Australia, and flew 27 hours there. And then I flew 27 hours back today, and I've literally gotten off my flight about 3 hours ago off no sleep. So I want to get this content ready for you guys. But if I sound a little bit under the weather, that is why. Feeling absolutely jet lagged. And yeah, it's going to be fun. But anyways, we're going to jump into the opening game of the season. And this is a really good opportunity for you guys to see gameplay. Now, I did say at the start of the episode that it has taken me a little while to adjust to the gameplay of FIFA 19. And I think you'll see what I mean in this video. But over the course of the season, I really turned into a top quality FIFA 19 player. But we are going to start this season off with Leicester City on the attack. Mark Albrighton running down the wing. Chris Smalling trying to close him down. We tried to get back there with Valencia, but we're just really not giving we're giving too much opportunity here to Leicester. Too many opportunities in terms of spacing, and that's the worst possible start of the season. We're 1-0 down after 7 minutes. Defense this year, you have to be a lot more alert, but we're going to get our first look at the attacking front here. Jesse Lingard, Jay Lings, with the Millie Rock celebration coming back here, passing it nicely to Pogba. It's blocked, it's going to fall, and it's going to be Paul Pogba equalising here at Old Trafford. A lovely finish off the left foot there, and I'm really a big fan of the new goal scoring animations in terms of the shooting animations. Those sort of animations you wouldn't see in FIFA 18, but it's fallen perfectly there to the Frenchman's foot, his left foot, after a little deflection, a little block, and it's seen us go into a 1-1 scoreline here. But Valencia giving too much space to Albrighton. A big save there from David De Gea up against Jamie Vardy, who is looking like his lively self. Of course, this fixture in real life, I believe, was a 2-1 result, was it? I believe it was 2-1 at Old Trafford. Already won all in this game, and it's going to be a corner here going Johnny Evans, laying that one back there. What a finish. Leicester City back in front. You cannot give any space to your opponents this season. This year in FIFA, they are really making you pay. I am playing this on Legendary, not really up to the challenge of going to Ultimate yet. I definitely want to play Ultimate at some stage this season, but the first few games I want to play on Legendary. But the goal scoring animations, like something I noticed across the entirety of the season, is that your opponents, when you're playing on World Class, Legendary, Ultimate, etc., they really make you pay. You're going to see some crazy finishes, not only in this Manchester United Career Mode series, but I know a lot of the other Career Mode YouTubers that were at the event, they had some incredible goals scored on them, and they scored some incredible goals themselves. But defensively this year, or in this game at least, we have not been up to scratch. You really need to refine yourself and think about your positioning, how you're going to use the body, the position of the body to really get the ball away, because in that position I was just smashing A, trying to head the ball away. But now you need to think about, alright, my player, where are you going to head the ball? Where is everything going to go? And I mean, it's really cost us so far in this game, but we still have an opportunity here. Harry Maguire, linked at Manchester United at times in the off-season, and someone I'm definitely interested in potentially bringing into the club, does give us an opportunity to get back into this game. Pogba, his signature penalty run-up coming up here nice and slow like he did in real life. He's going to score the penalty. Schmeichel glued to the spot. It is going to be a 3-2 scoreline, but unfortunately, I missed the animation for the end of it, the cutscene, and it is a loss on the opening day of the Premier League season. Not what we were after at all, at home against Leicester City. Like I said, going to take a little bit of time to get used to FIFA 19, but Definitely a big fan of the gameplay so far, despite getting the loss on the opening day of the season. But we now move to the second game of today's episode, and it is going to be our first away game of the season. We are travelling down south to take on Brighton and Hove Albion. Of course, Brighton getting the win on Manchester United a few weeks ago in the real life fixture, so the Seagulls are going to be hoping to replicate the same result in this one. Of course, I have a little bit of a soft spot for Brighton because of Matt Ryan, one of my favourite players in real life, and one of course, the Australian national team goalkeeper. So whenever I see Brighton play in real life, I definitely want Matt Ryan to have a good game despite who they might be playing. But anyways, we're going to go with the same sort of lineup that we rocked against Leicester. Got to get a little bit of fluidity, get a bit of chemistry going with the side, see who's really up to the challenge in this save. But Alexis Sanchez, a nice touch there, unfortunately got caught up there from Montoya, and he forced Matt Ryan into an early save. Our captain though, Valencia, running through, he was going to play it to Messi, but decides to go to Nemanja Matic. Nemanja Matic to Pogba, too much space for Paul Pogba, and the Frenchman is going to score yet another goal. We've scored 3 goals all season, and they have all been courtesy of the World Cup winner, Paul Pogba. And I'm going to tell you guys now, throughout the entire season, Paul Pogba is my favourite player I have ever used in FIFA 19. I know it's early days, but I played a lot of content, a lot of FIFA 19 content in the 3 days that I was in Berlin for this series, some rebuilds, some Ultimate Team muck around stuff, and my god, Paul Pogba is good. But speaking of incredible pieces of play, that save from David De Gea, great reflex play there. That is why you pay the big bucks to have the Spaniard in goals. A great save by him. We're looking to double our lead here just before halftime, trying to see how the quick passing play does work. Messi trying to get off the duck for the season, unfortunately finishes that one straight at Matt Ryan. And we move into the second half now, looking to extend our lead. We've been very good in the game so far, and we are 50 minutes into the clash. Leo Messi, nice little bit of skillage there. Going back to Pogba. Pogba looking for a second goal. Unfortunately, hits that one straight at Matt Ryan this time. We move on, however, and it is going to be Brighton on the attack. A little bit too much on that one. We look to hit them on the counter. Unfortunately, don't think it through. And it's going to go right through there. Beats it at the near post. And Brighton have equalised in this game. A shocking play. When I conceded this, I just looked around at the capture event and just told everybody to look at this, because I could not believe how lucky Brighton got with the bounce of the ball. I mean, that was good. Nice little tap on there, but what a ball through. Don't know what I could have done in that position in terms of the stopping the ball and then stopping the shot. Lovely finish there. Not going to attempt to pronunciate the goal scorer's name. I believe he is the Iranian player, however, and he does make it a 1-1 scoreline here. Thought we were going to get 3 points in this, our first 3 points of the season. Still a lot of time for it. We need to score here though. Jesse Lingard, a great opportunity. Sort of a weak touch. Goes to the chip, and that's again the shooting animation. I did not mean to shoot it like that, but the timed finishing now, you really need to learn it. I mean, I didn't go for a little dink there. It almost worked out well, but I kind of wanted to go for the low driven, potentially get a rebound, and that's kind of my FIFA 18 experience coming back. That's a bad habit coming out there that I really need to shake. And I'm telling you guys, do not play this game like it is FIFA 18. Don't play it like FIFA 18. Take the time to learn the shooting mechanics, the game mechanics, how the tempo plays, learn the tactics, because that is something I wish I learned a lot earlier throughout this season. And once you learn to use your tactics, you are going to become a much better FIFA 19 player. I'm considering even making a video on the tactics, on how to win games in FIFA 19, although given the first 2 games in the series, maybe that's not what you want to see. Regardless though, we're going to get into some transfer talks again. Willian, another man that's been linked strongly with United in real life. He's been linked with United. He's been linked with Barcelona. We're going to go in for him. We're going to look to go in for a player swap as well. And a little bit of a controversial one here. Juan Mata, a former Chelsea player. They're biting here. Not Conte anymore. It is, oh god, Sarri. I almost forgot who the Chelsea manager was. Sarri, with his cigarette smoking habits, is going to go in here and want Juan Mata. Of course, it's not Sarri's in-game caricature. I butchered that name, but I believe that might be coming in an upcoming patch. But anyways, we're trying to do a Mata plus cash swap here for the Brazilian winger Willian. At the moment sitting at £14.8 million plus 1 matter. And as we skip through here, we are going to see that the Chelsea players, or the Chelsea manager, is going to come back with £16.6 million, which I am going to accept. No point getting hung up over £1.6 million when it's such a big sum overall. So we have been able to get ourselves into contract talks here with Willian. We're going to go in and again delegate it. And are we going to be able to finish today's episode off with a second signing? ... Yes, we are. Willian is going to be joining us here at Manchester United. £16 million plus 1 matter. Very happy with that piece of business. But lads, that is where we will conclude episode 1 of our Manchester United career mode series for FIFA 19. I will see you guys later on today for the second episode. Definitely turn on notifications so that you can keep up to date with the upload progress of this series. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you leave a like on the video if you did. Make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. It has been JarradHD here. I am out. Peace.